Welcome to my blog .snapwithelaine.com. I'm Elaine Harding, and this is the second in my series of the mini treat bag, how to get the most mileage out of it. It's quite a big investment. It's $35.95, and I thought it would be prudent to show you how to get the most mileage out of it. This week I'm going to be featuring bag framelit, which is these two dies. That's the bag front and that's the back of the bag. I first saw this through Anna Marie, who is a Dutch demonstrator, and hers had the collar coming right from the edge here, turned back. And this is excuse me, what we did at our team training. My lovely upline Amanda showed us how to do it this way. So this is where the collar's been turned right back, and she also used the Ticket Duo punch to make a little pocket. If you do have a 12 by 12 basic black, then it would be more economical that way. But because I didn't, I cut the A4 sheet, making sure that that was at least 6 inches across, because the bag frame for the front of the bag fits very, very snugly on a 6 by 6 inch sheet. Now I'll make my sandwich. So I need my magnetic platform, the base cutting plate, and my cardstock, followed by the die and the top cutting plate. And now I'm ready to run it through the big shop. Now you do the same with the remaining piece of cardstock. So magnetic platform, base cutting plate, the back of the bag die, followed by the top cutting plate, and then you're ready to run it through the to burnish my score lines. And that will show me where I can put my sticky strip or double-sided tape. And this, you have to put double-sided tape on this tab here and then glue it to the back of the front of your bag, like so. But I'm going to be using Score Pal tape because you won't be able to see the red line sticky strip on such dark cardstock. And then I'll need some on here as well. And I'm going to avoid putting gluing the back together, because you need to turn the collar down before you do that. Attach the back of the bag to the front of the bag. So butt that up on the score line. Make sure that these two sides are butted up against each other. If you've been following my series, you'll know that we need to butt up the bottom of the zigzag pattern aligned with the groove of our cutting blade, rather our trimmer. Run that through a few times to make sure it's cut. Now, I normally do it by eye, but I suppose you could put it up against the grid here and turn your collar back. And do the same for this side. So roughly about an inch in. and turn the collar back like so. Now I'm ready to glue the right hand flap down, and then I need to put a bit of sticky strip on this side here. Take that off. A man's jacket always has a sort of divot cut out of it, so if you cut straight across, say about 1/4 of an inch on both sides, and then you cut at right angles from bottom of this triangle, or rather the edge of this triangle, and then you're just basically cutting it at a right angle. Okay, next I'm going to use my big scissors, and I'm going to, that's about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to make a little, say about 1 inch by 1/4 of an inch, and that's going to be the pocket, the flap of the pocket. It's not an exact science. And then I'm going to take this Illuminate ink, and I'm being lazy, I'm just going to dab the edge. I'm going to cut the dimensional in half so it's only very, very narrow, and put one on each end, and then pop that. That's better. Now we're going to use this little embosslet die called Little Pieces, and it gives you the instructions here that when you're cutting you need to place it with this side down. So we'll pop a strip of red cardstock, because I really want the buttons on it, and then this time you use the multi-purpose platform on tab 1. You use the same sort of process, your bottom cutting plate, followed by your die with the cardstock sandwich in between. Place it face down, top cutting plate, and then you're ready to run it through the big shot. So now we're going to pop the pieces out, and it's the little button that I want. And then you've got all the extras here that you can use on different projects if you wish. So then I'll take my glue dots, put one on the back there. And the nice thing about this is that, in fact, because they are to cut the handkerchief for in there, so what I'll do is I'll just snip off the corner. Oh, that's a bit wide. So if that's too wide, all you do is just trim it down. And then pop that on a glue dot. Now we're ready for a bit of stamping. So the insert card base measures 4.5 by 3.5, and in centimetres that will be 11.5 centimetres by 9 centimetres. And the Whisper White, which goes on top of there, measures 1/4 inch smaller all round, so that will be 4.25 across by 3.25, and that will be 10.8 by 8.3 centimetres. These are the stamp sets I'm using, the Guy Greetings, and I'm going to use Congratulations out of it, and from the Painted Petals, You're Amazingly Amazing. wording is quite long, the congratulations. And the lovely thing about photopolymer stamps is that you can actually curl the letters. So if I want it to arch, I can do that. Make sure it's firmly down. And I'm going to be using Memento black ink. And pop it there. I want to make sure that the ink covers the cardstock properly. I don't want sort of blank patches, so it's best to use a cushion to help give a better ink coverage on the cardstock when I stamp. Now I'm ready to attach that to the mat. I think my glue's clogged up. So we'll need the bow builder punch, and we'll need two of everything. And I'll need my big scissors, and I need to cut a much longer strip, this piece, which is supposed to wrap around the bow once it's assembled. I'll just do it by eye. I need these for this bow, and those are for the tails down here. And we don't need those, but we do need this. So first you curl it, curl these sections, and then use the glue dots to attach that together. Pop one on top so it keeps it in place. So there's your bow assembly, and you want to curl that up a little bit and attach another glue dot. And then pop it onto your card front. So voila, there's the tuxedo card finished. So there you have it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. You'll find all the supplies I used available at my online store, which you can find via my blog, stampwithelaine.com. Just click on the shopping cart in the right hand column of my blog, or you can connect with me through my Facebook page, alternatively on my YouTube channel here at stampwithelaine.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.